This could all go horribly wrong at any minute. We're coming to you live tonight from the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Mass. For those of you out there who have never visited this city, now is kind of a good time, and then any moment it could turn shitty. But if you've not been here, it's a big mistake. This is it's a great city, and for any of you who give a shit about American history, it's also a great city to visit. It's a great comedy city, and I'm just going to tell you, if there's a comic you want to see, and they're performing at the Wilbur, just go to Boston and watch the comic work this stage. It really is one of the great comedy theaters in this country, and if I can get this the level that I hate iPad. Okay. I know. Thank you, Apple. Thank you for all of the things that you allow me to be instinctive with, you fucking piece of shit. It's such bullshit. What a lie from the very beginning. Oh, it's such a great instrument because it's instinctual. If you invented it, shit for brains, God damn it. But I'm back now, and we've got some great stuff. We just start with something simple. James Dominic. I like cats and dogs, and really can't comprehend why anyone would eat one. And that, I think, basically puts that argument to rest. Okay? And this is from Mint B. I don't think that's a real name. It's true. Why are the damn Ticketmaster fees so high? It makes me mad every time I see a show. Okay, well, you made a mistake, didn't you? I fucking, for the last 10 years longer, been yelling and screaming to join my fan club. The reason you join my fan club is because there's a ton of shit that you have access to, a ton of shit that we have, that you'll have access to, and more importantly, and I know this is rough, it's $20. Oh no, it's cheaper than Ticketmaster, and you're going to get a seat in the first 10 rows. And here's something fucking extraordinary: you'll speak to a human being. Yeah. So if you're coming, if any of you, especially those of you who are watching, if I'm coming to your town, go to the website, go to lewisblack.com. This is not a sales fucking pitch. People aren't making fucking, oh boy, she's got $20, boy, she's running crazy through the streets. No, it helps to pay for what it is that she has to do and what she has to go through, and it's as cheap as we can do it. We tried to do it with fucking Pearl Jam. I'm serious. And then if Pearl Jam couldn't do it, I fucking can't do it. So there you go. Turn off, you piece of shit. Huh? I go away for a fucking second. I'm going to read these 3 in a row in quick succession. They literally came in together. They possibly were written by the same person. I don't know. They may have been sitting next to each other. The first, Mia Manzer. Slow-ass people walking with their phones and stopping in the middle of the fucking sidewalk for no reason to type. Just move to the fucking side or put the phone away and pay attention. Followed by Stacy Bader, human cholesterol, clogging up the doorways and hallways like no one else on earth needs to go anywhere. And then finally, Michelle Chien, rude people. I hate when people don't say thank you for holding the door. Don't wave when you let them cut in traffic, etc. So apparently, that'll give you a sense of just how crowded this city is and how rude these fuckers are. Chris Drapula, if that's correct, should we not be surprised that the forecast calls for gray weather for your last show in Boston? It always comes back to the weather in Boston. When are the locusts coming? Finally, why are Boston baked beans on my plate in every restaurant I go to in Boston? I never get them. You get them on your fucking plate? I've eaten here a lot, and they've never fucking said, ooh, and enjoy your beans. But he said, why are my plate? Especially since I did not order them, just shows up as does the pickle, 2 uninvited guests. Seriously, fuck. Now, where the fuck are you eating? Son of a bitch. Rob Whitney, and I've just kind of noticed this because of this last time through. The last time I was here was too fucked up. I was not going to walk around. And so I finally saw what you've done in terms of your roads, and this comes from Rob Whitney. Who thought that bus-only lanes were a good idea? There's never any buses in them, and cars are backed up for miles in Boston and Cambridge. Then add in a bike lane next to the bus lane, which also is empty, and the cars are sitting still. And I've never actually seen a bus in a bus lane. Are they invisible buses? These came in almost back to back. That's what I find extraordinary. These just came in yesterday. This is Marlene Goddard. Arg, married something that seems like forever. Second marriage for both. We can get along for about a half an hour. And then I think my crazy bone gets kicked. And I think, how am I in this crazy situation? Worse now, he's retired now, while I still work from home with my own successful business. After looking forward to this night since March, when I bought the fan club tickets, we get into this meaningless fight, and he says he's not gonna go to your show. Bitchin' jerk. Finally, at 6 or so, I said, get up. You need to get up and get out and laugh. So after all the stupid baloney, we arrived and expecting you to keep our love light glowing. Geesh. She actually wrote geesh. Geeeeeeesh. Save me, Marlene and Bob. If you are relying on me to save a marriage, wowie wow, fuck wow. And then, literally within two emails later, two text or whatever, Caitlin Scrivano. Being single is not a fucking crime. As happy as I am that my friends are finding the loves of their lives, weddings have become a massive pain in the ass. The long nights begin as you enter, and your friends greet you with a sympathetic head tilt. Hey, pal, how have you been? You then spend the whole evening listening to how they are so enlightened now that their lives of loneliness are over. No offense, though. Laugh out loud. You also receive advice you never asked for. You have to learn to love yourself before someone else can love you. I love myself just fine. Loving you right now is another story. Also, what's with this new trend of not serving cake at a wedding? Is that true? Nobody goes to weddings here, huh? That was like the worst cross-section of fucking, that's why I don't do polling. Does anybody go to weddings? Well, I'm not sure. Well, also, what's this new trend of not serving cake at a wedding? We watch you cut it, but then don't get any? I get that shit is expensive, but if you ask me to pay for a $1,500 espresso machine on your registry, a slice of fucking cake isn't too much to ask for in return. Anyway, Louis, good luck on retirement. You're over twice my age, but I feel you understand me more than many of my friends and my therapist. My father, Tony, and I raise our middle fingers to you, sir. You're welcome in Boston anytime. Thank you. Thank you, Caitlin. Also, I've got to do this spiel. If you like what you're watching tonight, say you like it and subscribe to it. And then we're going to do this again a few times during the course of the year. So Facebook, Fartlick, and Bobo, and Twisty will remind you. And you'll get it and go, fuck. And you'll get it just at the point where another 16 fucking things asking you to vote for somebody will come in and it'll get lost. It'll get lost fucking anyway. Son of a bitch. They've got to stop doing that. They fucking have to stop spamming us. I get things and it'll say, Mark wants to say hi. And I look, I think it's my friend fucking Mark. But no, it's Mark Bobo who lives in fucking, in douchebag, North Dakota, who wants $300 for the campaign. What the fuck is the matter with us? Son of a bitch. I thought that was funnier, but no, nothing, huh? Okay, this is from Liz Arkey. Louis, and this happened last night. I forgot 3 times. I just forgot where I was. I forgot what I was going to do. I was talking about, I forgot the book Slaughterhouse-Five. But what was great when I asked about a book written by Kurt Vonnegut, the first 5 people yelled out books written by other people. So I felt pretty good. So, Louis, thank you for getting your lines last night and helping us see the humor in the fact that all of us have so much crazy shit coming at us at dizzying velocity that our brains have just said no more. We are not getting old. No, it's the constant push of information that addicts our brains to scrolling on our phones to see what crazy shit just happened in the last few minutes. We go from the New York Times to the Wall Street Journal to Washington Post to Twitter to Instagram. And fuck, something just popped on my screen that says I have to go to Apple News because bride says uncle ruined wedding after he offered to contribute $15,000, but she was expecting $50,000. Or Tom Brady works out shirtless and added this exercise to his routine. Color analysts have to stay in shape too. Fuck, I can't miss that. And then we turn on CNN and that constant scrolling at the bottom of the screen to make sure we cram more crazy shit in our brains. No wonder I get vertigo. And no wonder I then leave my comfy chair of scrolling to drag my creaky knees up the stairs, only to get to the top to think, what the fuck did I come up here for? And then, like you brilliantly did last night, your mind goes to all kinds of places to try to get back to the answer to your mission. Wow, that was a really good sauce I made last night, although maybe it needed a little more pepper. Was it the washer-dryer signal that dinged and sent me up here? Oh no, that must have been my phone dinging about Tom Brady being shirtless. I can't miss that! And back down you go to scrolling until something happens again, and you go up and down, trying to figure out what the hell you're doing, either up or down, and since you can't, you just go back to scrolling. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to read this since you didn't laugh at my joke. It's from Melvin Verheyen. I'm appalled at the amount of money spent on advertising and other expenses by the presidential candidates, and also, of course, by the other federal and state folks running for public office. But what really gets my goat is that the television networks and local affiliates who are supposedly and generally are neutral are really the recipients of this huge amount of cash, although they claim to be just reporting the news and doing their duty, as the press should, of course, and also following the FCC's fairness doctrine. It seems to me to be really all about the profits. It just seems disingenuous to me. And as a longtime local television production staffer and network freelancer, I am generally sympathetic to the industry. But come on, man, you fuckers are greedy. That was the basis behind my joke. We still didn't get the fucking joke. Son of a bitch. But next week I'll nail it, and you'll be pissed you weren't there. And I'll end with this. This is from Maureen Kennedy, and I want to thank everybody who sent in a rant and continue to send in the rants. I do it every week. I will be doing it live from a number of places, and if not, I'll be sitting at my desk at home and I'll be reading them out. So if there's something you want to scream about, send it to me, and I will do what I can to read it. If I didn't read the one that you had, there's a number that I got that I didn't get a chance to read, and I will read them in the next few weeks. So I leave you with this. This is Maureen Kennedy. Why is it so hard to apply for jobs lately? You go online and either apply on the company's page or through a third party and get redirected to another website where you now have to create a whole new account to just submit an application. You upload your resume, but then the fucking application asks 2 questions later for information that's already in the resume. If you want to know my work history, read the fucking resume. And each company you apply for makes you go through this process. So if I apply for 5 jobs in a day, I now have 5 new logins and passwords to remember. Because even though I left my contact information, the only way I'm going to know if I advanced at all in the process is by logging back in with the password I already forgot. I can barely remember my Netflix password, which reminds me, if anybody has hacked into my account lately, please let me know what my password is. Boy, some companies have assessment tests with the stupidest of stupidest questions. Like if you have 12 pancakes and you have 1 dog, how many pancakes will the cat get? What the fuck? Have you ever owned a dog? The dog gets all the pancakes, all, every day. They've lived and trained for this moment their whole life. And yet the actual answer was elephant. And sorry, we don't think you would be a fit for this receptionist job. And now I can't even apply to be a part of Lewis's team because he's on retirement tour. Son of a bitch. Thank you, Boston. Thanks to the Wilbur Theater. Thanks for coming out tonight. It's always a joy to spend time with you. Take care of each other. Thanks to all of you for listening to my Rantcast. If you have a rant you want to get off your chest, send it in to me at lewisblack.com/live. You can think of it as therapy, or whatever you want to think of it as. Just let it rip. And I want to thank the true stars of our show, the ranters, and the splendid rants they gave us. Lewis Black's Rantcast was created and hosted by me, Lewis Black. Our live rant audio was produced by James Salter. Our theme song by Chris Lane. Executive producer, Ben Brewer. Executive producers, Matt Kleinschmidt and Robert Kelly.